Welcome back to Movie Recap Factory. Today, I will talk about an action crime thriller film from 2012 titled Safe. Without further ado, let's get started. The movie begins with a young girl named May walking down the road with expressions of fear on her face. The movie flashes back to 1 hour earlier in Brooklyn, New York, where May is being abducted and taken to a Russian, Emile Docheski, by his goons. They just want May to tell them a priceless numerical code she remembered. As May denies recalling anything, Emile threatens to torture her until she spits out the truth. 1 year earlier, in Nanjing, China, May can be seen as a genius kid who knows about numbers more than her math teacher. Her father left a long time ago while her mother stayed ill. As the principal notices her extraordinary skills, he decides to move May to a higher school in Beijing. While returning home with her friends, May is kidnapped by some Chinese goons who later take her to their boss, Hanzhou. He was informed about May's intelligence by his niece and May's class fellow, Bai Yu. As May cannot forget something once she learns it, Han wants her to travel to America with Chang, where she will be instructed to do her job. In Meadowlands, New Jersey, a vicious fighter, Luke Wright, accidentally wins a match fixed by a Russian mob, Emile Docheski, who wanted Luke to lose against a YouTube influencer. However, his weak opponent couldn't bear a single punch and went into a coma. Now he cost Docheski and Julius, the man who set up the fights, millions of dollars due to his negligence. Before he can call his wife, Annie, not to go home, Emile's son, Vasily, already reaches there with his thugs and kills her. When Luke approaches, he finds no one but Vasily, who then threatens him not to talk or befriend anybody as they will be killed immediately. Luke had no siblings or parents, but only his wife, who was now dead because of the Russian thugs. Meanwhile, taking May's fake passport and papers with the assistance of a cop, Captain Wolf, Chang manages to declare himself as May's father. A year has passed, and May continues to help the Chinese thugs in their business and anything related to remembering numbers. On the other hand, Luke lives alone, spending his nights in shelters. When he tries to help a poor guy with new shoes, the Russians kill him immediately because Luke is not supposed to talk to anyone. May gets a critical task to memorize an extended code, after which she will be taken to meet a man who will give her a second number. She will then be transferred to another location where final instructions will be given to her. While May is relocated to another place, Russian mobs attack and take her to their boss, Emile Docheski. When Emile inquires about the numbers, May is adamant about not saying anything. It turns out that her friend from the Chinese triads works for the Russians and has informed them about May's talent. When Vasily finds the woman useless, he shoots her dead. Just then, LYPD distracts their attention, allowing May to escape. It turns out that the cops are sent by Captain Wolf on Chang's orders, who is now willing to give him anything he wants in exchange for May, dead or alive. However, hearing Emile's offer, he decides to work for him. Captain Wolf thinks twice about the importance of the little girl and devises a plan to find the girl for his own purposes. Everyone, including Chinese triads, police, and Russian thugs, is now looking for May. Seeing Luke in a worn-out condition, his former colleagues, including Detective Benoit, Colfax, Mears, and Reddick, tries to take revenge on him. It is revealed that Luke was a cop who exposed the shady businesses of his colleagues. As Luke sits at a subway station after being brutally beaten up by the cops, he witnesses May hiding from the Russian thugs. When Luke sees them following May on the train, he decides to step in and rescue the little girl. After killing the goons, Luke manages to leave the train without knowing the cops. However, he loses May from his sight. As the detectives take May, Luke approaches and tends to take May with him in the police car. The Russians are confused because the man who rescued the girl is neither cop nor Chinese. Emile orders his goon to kill Luke as well as the girl. As the Russians chase Luke, he kills them and escapes the area with May. After buying new clothes and taking a room in a hotel, Luke inquires May about the chase. When Luke insists, May discloses how she was made to memorize a number in order to meet another guy for the next number, but instead she was abducted by the Russians. As May tells Luke about the number, Luke immediately understands that it is a code to a safe. Meanwhile, Chang reaches the hotel by tracking May and inquires the receptionist about a man with a Chinese girl. When the hotel's management witnesses the thugs on the CCTV cameras, they try to stop Chang, which starts a shooting between the two groups. Hearing the gunfire, Luke loads his gun and takes the stairs to leave the building. However, Chang manages to abduct May, leaving Luke behind. When Wolf learns about Luke behind the girl's rescue, he heads his way to Mr. Mayer, who later reveals how he set up a team of detectives in the past. But his plan was ruined because of an honest man, Luke. Hearing that Hanzhou is in the city, Mayer panics and orders Captain Wolf not to let the girls and Luke away from the city. After May is taken to Hanzhou, she is inquired about the numbers and whether she has told anyone about them. May denies, saying that she pretended not to understand English while everyone was asking about the numbers. Chang calls the dealer, Alex Rosen, and asks him whether to change the information as it might have been compromised. However, Alex wants to get the data tonight. Meanwhile, Luke has informed Vasily that he has got the numbers from the girl, which gives him a chance to walk freely after delivering it to the Russians. The deal is locked, and Luke is invited to a hotel where Vasily is waiting with his goons. However, besides going straight to Vasily's table, Luke kills his guys at the bar and then makes him hostage to escape. Calling Emile, Luke tells him about Vasily's abduction and states that soon he will vanish his entire family. If Emile wants his son back, he has to give the safe location, having $30 million inside. After getting the address to where the safe is placed, Luke puts tape on Vasily's mouth and closes him in the trunk. As his colleagues and Captain Wolf approach after receiving Luke's call, Luke tells them about his plan to retrieve the money from the casino and split them into 6. Wolf likes the idea, as $30 million are not a bad retirement deal. Moreover, they will be in the headlines for taking down New York's most extensive underground gambling operation. After putting on the bulletproof jackets, the group enters the casino and starts shooting at the thugs. When Colfax gets injured in the process, Captain Wolf kills him, pretending that somebody attacked from behind. Soon they reach the safe. Before opening the lock, Luke instructs the colleagues to put down their guns because this is the only way he will unlock the safe. Suddenly, Luke turns around and kills everyone except Captain Wolf. Wolf is ordered to open the safe and unload the money in the bag. The police arrive, hearing the shooting, and surround the casino. However, because of Captain Wolf, Luke manages to get out of the building safe and sound. Later, he ties Captain's hands and puts him in the trunk with Vasily. After taking Alex's number from Mayer, Luke calls him and demands to rescue the girl if he wants the money back. As they talk, it is revealed that the other safe has a disc with names and money trials. Because Luke has the money that Alex has wanted to get from the Chinese, there is no benefit to meeting the Chinese. However, if Alex wants the $30 million and the disc, first he must rescue the little girl under Chang's capture. As Alex has nowhere to go, he decides not to get away with such a considerable amount of money. Chang has approached the bridge where Alex has told him to be. When Alex is about to write the code using a pen, he pierces it in the thug's neck and kills the others with a gun. After retrieving May, he calls Luke, who tells him to reach the old place where they usually do their business. While Mayer is watching the news, his right hand informs him about an incoming call from Alex. When the mayor approaches the room, he finds Luke pointing a gun at him. After knocking down the guard, Luke inquires about the disc. However, according to the mayor, the safe is placed in an area far away from the office. When Luke threatens him, the mayor opens the safe in his office and gives the disc to him. To verify whether the disc is actual, Luke makes it run through a PC, revealing that it is the same disc having important information. After taking the disc, Luke reaches the place where he has instructed Alex to come. Alex thinks that Luke has the money and the disc. So why does he want to exchange them with May? Luke responds that May is life to him. When Luke tells Alex that the money is in the car, Alex tries to pull the trigger. Luke says that the money and the disc might be in the bank, confusing Alex. He wants Alex to fight with him if he wants the money. Before Alex can punch him, May pulls fire at him, allowing Luke to kill him. Giving $50 grand to Captain Wolf, Luke sets him free and warns Vasily to stay away from him. May returns $30 million to Hanzhou and writes a letter to him stating that she has taken $50 grand from the cash and will soon return it with interest. Moreover, she knows every account of every operation in Chinatown, which can route the money back to China, so it will be better for him if he stays away from Luke and her. Reading this, Han gets infuriated and decides to return to China and never come back. As May's mother has died, she decides to live with Luke. After keeping the copies of the disc in security boxes around the city, May and Luke are ready to leave the city. The movie ends with Luke promising May that he will keep loving her until his death. If you have already watched this movie, share your reviews with us in the comments below. Before you go, make sure to like this video and subscribe.